Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Marquette Golden Eagles Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. Today we're taking on the Navy Midshipmen, who come in with the second-ranked rushing attack in the nation, as they're led by Keenan Reynolds at quarterback, one of the most storied players in Navy program history, as they come out with the triple option. It's going to be a tough task here to stop this team on a 6-game winning streak, as Marquette enters at 3-3, barely able to hang on last week against Western Michigan as the Broncos were driving late in the game, although they turned it over on downs inside the 5. A touchdown would have won it for them. We do win the opening coin toss, and we'll take the ball in this game. I'm very hesitant at going against this triple option. I think we're going to have a long day. Navy, obviously, a very disciplined football team, and they know how to rack up the rushing yards. Juice Campbell on for the opening return. A nice lane there to the left, still going up the sideline now, past the 40. Carrying a man there, and he's knocked out at the 47. But I think it's coming back on a clipping. And that is the call. Let's see who it's on. That's Jonathan Thomas, our starting receiver. And that'll knock us back 33 yards. We were at the 47, now all the way back to the 14. The Golden Eagles now on, led by Jake Haywood at quarterback for their first play of the day. They come out in the I formation, and they'll give to Storm Norwood. Norwood works ahead for 5. Good lead blocking there from Jeff Harris at fullback. The Golden Eagles are still without starting tight end Grant Cooper, so we'll be seeing a lot of Scott Dixon and a lot of these 21 personnel sets. Haywood, an outside give to Storm Norwood. He was closed off on the edge and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage, bringing up an early 3rd and 5 now. Marquette now looking to avoid a 3-and-out to start their day. You never like to start a football game that way, especially here at home. Haywood takes a snap out of the shotgun. Over the middle there for Jonathan Thomas, and Thomas, after committing that penalty on the kickoff, makes up for it in some way as he collects that first down catch. I was kind of conflicted on the game plan entering this game. You know, Navy's going to control the clock, run the ball probably 30, 40 times. So I don't know if we're going to try and beat them at their own game with a running attack or kind of lean on the passing game, as Tyson Bolt stopped there before he could even get the exchange. I think they had a linebacker blitz there. A good play by Will Anthony crashing down. Goes in untouched as Tremaine Berry couldn't pick that one up. The Golden Eagles now backed up a little bit. Haywood out in an empty set. 2nd and 13, he takes the snap. Goes for Shane Lytle there at the sideline. And a good play there by Quizell Bertrand to knock that one down. Now 3rd and long for Marquette, looking to keep it going here. They come out empty again. 5 minutes now left in this first quarter. Haywood there for Shane Lytle. And Shane Lytle makes the grab, working over the middle. A good route there as he picks up 14 in the first down on his first catch. Marquette now at the 39, 1st and 10. Theo Briggs out there in a 2 tight end look. Malcolm Graham there at number 8. He had his first touchdown grab last week on his first career catch, nonetheless. Theo Briggs, his first give, picks up 2. Now 2nd and 8 for Marquette. A quick slant there for Shane Lytle, another first down, although there is a flag. Maybe this one's coming back as well. Another clipping call for Marquette, as that'll wipe out a first down, and again it's Jonathan Thomas. Do we bench him? Is that something we should consider at this point? 2 clipping calls, and he's wiped out so many big plays here for our Golden Eagles. So Marquette faces a 2nd and 12 after that first down was wiped out. They'll give it to Storm Norwood. Norwood finds a nice lane there, only 4 though, but brings up a more manageable 3rd and 8. Another 3rd down faced here by Marquette, and we've killed already half the quarter, and we're not even across midfield. Marquette takes another snap here. Haywood, and a miscommunication there with Dixon. Dixon was going more out, and I think Haywood fired that one a little early. So a long drive here from the Golden Eagles, but we're going to have to be forced to punt. 3:05 left in the first quarter. We'll see how Eddie Stevens can manage to get Navy back. Field position very important in this game, as it is in most, as that's fielded by Richardson. And a good return there as he's hit hard, but takes it up towards the 40. Now Navy led by Keenan Reynolds, who I mentioned earlier, one of the best players in Navy program history. I think he was a potential draft pick of the Baltimore Ravens. Reynolds He'll keep on the first carry here for Navy as he's brought down by Davin Rice. 6-yard gain for Reynolds. And Navy hurries back. They're going to keep up the tempo in this game. It's going to be a learning experience to trying to adapt to this as Denzel Highsmith bursts through there and wraps up Reynolds for a 2-yard loss, bringing up a 3rd down. Good play there. Barry Barber was on the running back, Highsmith on the quarterback. And that brings up an early 3rd down here for Navy. So let's see if Navy elects to pass here on 3rd and 6, and they do. Reynolds drops back. He's going to scramble. He's brought down by Daniel Armstrong. Another big play from Armstrong, and he's been highlighted in the past few episodes. A JUCO linebacker commit who we've been playing a little bit at D-end along with linebacker, and he's made a difference on special teams as well. Navy a 3 and out, and I wasn't expecting an early stop like that from the defense. Pinson back to return from his own 15. Good blocking, and more good blocking. Pinson some room to the right, and he works his way up to the 46. Another good return here from Marquette, and that one is going to stand. No clipping there as Pinson picks up 30. Marquette good field position here from the 46. Helllooo directly under center takes the snap for a drop back. Pass there for Scott Dixon, and a good route by Dixon. Got some separation off the break. And that's a 15-yard pickup. Marquette crosses midfield. Helllooo took a hard hit there, too. He's been very strong standing tall in the pocket and working under duress so far this season. Dexter Dowling now into the backfield. And like we've done most of the season, we're going to try and work in all our backs in some capacity in this game. Dowling his first carry. Redirects. A nice hole up the middle. And Dowling picks up 9. He came on very strong a few weeks ago in the triple overtime thriller against Louisville, but he's been kind of quiet ever since. Marquette's longest rush of the day sets up a 2nd and 1 with Bolt and Norwood in the backfield. And Bolt will get the carry. And Bolt works ahead, picks up the 1st down as he gets 3. A 1st and 10 now. Less than a minute left in this 1st quarter. It's breezed by. Play action here to start the series. And Heywood tried to go deep for the end zone, but he's hit as he threw. He did have some time rolling out, but just nothing developed downfield. 2nd and 10 now for Marquette, and they'll give to Norwood to the left. Gets a good block there by Jackson Lyles. Pancakes a guy. And good running there by Norwood, a crafty 8 yards. 3rd and 2 now inside the red zone. Heywood in an empty set. 5 receivers out. And he doesn't have to call a play if he doesn't want to. He's trying to force a man off sides. He will take a snap. And he goes for Shane Lytle, and that's almost intercepted as Bertrand. Another great play on the ball. And Marquette has a decision to make. Do we kick the field goal or go for it here as we face a 4th and 2 to start the 2nd quarter? And now a 4th and 2 here inside the red zone. We'll trot the offense out and just see how it looks here. We have Theo Briggs led by Jeff Harris. And we'll just go for it here. They give to Theo Briggs, and he's going to be short. Well short. And another 4th down call that comes back to bite us. And we probably could have used the 3 points there, but if we want to beat a 6-1 Navy team, we're probably going to have to go for touchdowns and not field goals. That one stings, and maybe I got to pull it back a little bit on these 4th down conversions. So now Navy a chance here to strike. And they'll give to Copeland in a great play in the gap there by Gavin Battaglia. A good run stop, more so known as a pass rusher. But a good play there in the trenches. Now 2nd and 11. And Copeland will keep. Copeland works his way outside and works his way up for 10. A 3rd and 1 now. And that last 4th down, that's going to sting. Especially if we lose by 1 possession in this game. Copeland gets that 3rd down give and takes it up for 4 and a 1st down. 1st and 10 now. Reynolds keeps again. He's brought down again by Denzel Highsmith. And that's already twice in this half. Highsmith's come down with a tackle for loss, stopping the run. 2nd and 12 now. Marquette's done a very good job so far at neutralizing this triple option attack. Reynolds another keep, and they do have space this time. I don't know why he redirected back upfield. They had a bunch of space going out, but it looks like Highsmith commits a face mask. And that'll give him an extra 15 and a 1st down anyway. Now Navy into Marquette territory after the face mask, and penalties have just kind of been crippling for us in this game. Reynolds will keep outside, and Davin Rice able to trip him up It looked like he was going to break it upfield. Navy sets back up a fresh set of downs. Reynolds another keep. Good discipline there on the edge by Rice as he's brought down a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11 now for Navy. It looks like Marquette had good coverage on that one, but Navy able to pick up 6. A good play there by Armstrong going lateral, and that brings up a 3rd and 5. Will we see the first pass attempt here from Reynolds as he does drop back, and he just throws that one away. Good coverage, and it looks like Navy's going to have to kick the field goal. I think a 41-yard attempt here for the Midshipmen. Definitely a manageable kick. I guess not, though, as that's well left. I don't know if the kicker was looking at the thought the goalposts were a little bit to the left there, but that was well wide. And now Marquette will take over at the 31. Still a 0-0 ball game. So Marquette turns it over on downs last time out. Theo Briggs stops short on 4th and 2. Navy misses a field goal, and still a 0-0 game here. Tyson Bullock gets an outside carry. Sean Murphy couldn't hold the block there at left tackle. Otherwise, Bolt was probably going to have a first down and then some. Just 3 there. 2nd and 7 upcoming. Haywood back there empty from the 45. That's over the middle for Scott Dixon. A nice grab and a tight window. Good placement from Haywood. Another 19 yards for Dixon. 34 yards already in this first half. Marquette back into Navy territory here. First down. And that's picked off by Britton as Haywood was trying to hit Shane Lytle going over the middle. And Britton was in a great spot to catch that one. Haywood hasn't been bad with interceptions so far this season, but that one just a bad read with pressure breaking down. And Navy stalls out that Marquette drive on the turnover. So a turnover on downs and then an interception. Marquette just not really executing offensively right now, although the defense has played extremely well, better than I expected thus far. Reynolds pitches back to Whiteside. He's hit hard, and Rondell Nichols forces the fumble, and it's picked up by Daniel Armstrong right at the sideline. That was just an inch from going out of bounds. Nichols worked off a block, delivered the hit, and Daniel Armstrong, who we talked about earlier, making huge plays so far, and he just keeps that one in. As Marquette responds with a turnover of their own now. Now Marquette takes it right back and picks it back up from pretty much where they left off. Now at the 45. And they will give Haywood a pass here following the interception. He's crashed and smacked there in the pocket. Maybe losing his psyche a little bit. A good play there by Paul Kissenberry. A good pull there against Tremaine Berry. Jackson Lyle should have been able to help out a little bit, but someone else got home as Sean Murphy got beat. Our pass protection not holding up here in the second quarter. Now the Golden Eagles knocked behind midfield. We got some catch up to do on this set of downs. Haywood there for Shane Lytle again. And Lytle had it in his hands, but couldn't hang on through contact. A good play there by the DB. That would have been a big play. The sack really set us back, and now we have a lot of work to do here on 3rd and 18. Haywood for Thad Archibald downfield, and he hangs on through contact, breaks the tackle, and scurries ahead for 26. What a tremendous grab there from Thad Archibald. Look at the body control, and he hung on with one hand there through the hit, and still managed to pick up some yardage. We saw Thad Archibald a few episodes ago. I think it was the Southern Miss game. He had a huge touchdown catch downfield on like a 40-yard grab to end the half. And now just his second catch of his career, another huge play. Marquette converts on that 3rd and 18 and now have it at the 26. Norwood and Bolt in the backfield. And they'll give to they wanted to give to Storm Norwood, but Jake Haywood keeps. And I think I saw that in a past game. A glitch there. We got to remove this play from the playbook. Haywood just giving them a little free 4 yards. Now a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14 for Marquette now from the 30. They have the 2 tight ends out there. Malcolm Graham in motion. And Dexter Dowling, just his second carry of the game. Didn't really get good blocking to the outside. Malcolm Graham missed a block there in run support. Only picks up 1. 3rd and 13, this would be about a 46-yard field goal for Dylan Mackey. Probably not in his range. So if we want a field goal, we're going to have to pick up at least a few yards here. 2 minutes left, 3rd and 13. Marquette does go out empty. They go back for Shane Lytle. He makes the grab. Picks up 10, but short of the first down marker. And the Navy DB almost was able to make the play. This time we definitely got to kick the field goal and get on the board. 36-yard attempt here for Mackey. As he kicks that one through. And Marquette now up 3-0. In what has been a pretty balanced game. Each side with a turnover. And just Marquette, 2 missed opportunities earlier. Turnover on downs. And then that interception. But our defense has been stout and really containing this Navy triple option attack. Although I don't know how much longer we can keep it up. Richardson fields the kickoff from the 1. Works his way up the middle as he does truck a guy, but then finally brought down at the 25. Now just 1:31 left in the half. And like I said earlier, this game going by very quickly. 1st and 10 here for Reynolds. He scrambles right after initial drop back and then stopped there after a first down. And something else I wanted to talk about, let me know your feedback in the comments. I play with 7-minute quarters. Do you think I should bump it up? A good play there by Armstrong. A swing pass there in the flat. And that goes for -5. Navy takes a timeout. As I was saying though, should I do you think bump it up to 8-minute quarters? Do you think that would give us a little more realistic scores and stats? I feel like we're kind of just under. And then is that Armstrong again on the sack? 5 tackles, 3 for loss, 2 sacks here for Daniel Armstrong. Look at him as a DN, that pull. And he's too strong there against the right tackle. Like I said, he came in as a linebacker, and we've been using him at DN, and he's been eaten. And as I've been getting at, I think 8-minute quarters might be a little bit better, but let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like the length of the episodes? Do you think the length of the games are suitable, or do you think we should bump it up a little bit? We will take a timeout here. I meant to do that earlier. 56 seconds left, 3rd and 18. And of course, this will be a pass here from Navy, although they are coming out with 2 fullbacks, a running back, and 2 receivers. I don't know how friendly this personnel is for a passing play, but we'll see how it goes. Whiteside in motion. And they'll just give to Copeland up the middle, and he picks up 5. Marquette burns their second timeout. We're going to try and get some more points here before the end of the half. So 48 seconds here. Navy's still without any points. Marquette does not have any timeouts, though, here. Haywood back. And he'll give there to Darby. Darby spins ahead. And he's short of the first down, so the clock will continue to run. And that's unfortunate. Just short there from Randall Darby. Haywood 7 for 13. I see it passes 100 yards on that completion. Another drop back here for Jake Haywood, as he does connect there with Shane Lytle, 16 yards, as Marquette approaches midfield. Haywood having some trouble there calling the snap. Finally, they get it off. And he's going to scramble here, just picks up 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 8 now, just 8 ticks left in the half. If you're Marquette, you probably need at least 25 yards here to make it a manageable field goal attempt for Dylan Mackey. And you probably also have to get out of bounds as well. Haywood will just chuck that. He was hit as he threw. And now 3 seconds left, probably going to bring up the last play of the half, just a deep heave here. Marquette comes out with 5 receivers here, likely to be the last snap of the half. I'll actually just set up a screen here for Thad Archibald. And a nice little play there from Archibald, his second catch of the game, a 14-yard grab. And we might have something there in the sophomore. So Marquette will be up 3-0 going into the 3rd quarter. A strong half of football despite some offensive miscues early. Our defense has been up to task so far in this one. And let's see if we can keep it going in the second half. I kind of expect Keenan Reynolds and these running backs from Navy to erupt at some point, but we've made some timely big plays on defense, some good defensive stops. As you see there, that interception by Britton earlier, probably Navy's biggest play of the day. Rondell Nichols, a great forced fumble. Daniel Armstrong is just playing out of his mind right now and looks to be the player of the game if we can keep this up. We're probably going to rely more so on the running game in the second half to control the clock a little bit more and try to run this one dry. Dylan Mackey now on to kick it off to start off this second half as we're now underway. Richardson will field this from this 2-yard line. He's had a couple good returns so far in this game. Marcus Dixon can't bring him down, and then finally brought down by Clay Diamond. after he made a couple Marquette Golden Eagles miss. Just 42 yards allowed there in the first half, and that's kind of what I mean when I'm talking about extending the quarters about a minute or so. I think that might give us better results, but like I said, I'm open to feedback, and if you think the system now is working better, I'm all for keeping it. Navy takes over for the first time now, looking to get on the scoreboard. Triple option here, Reynolds keeps, and he's brought down by Davin Rice, just 3 yards to the left. 2nd and 7. As Reynolds keeps again, good play there by Highsmith to stay on him. He didn't make the play, but he limited Reynolds to just 2, as Juice Campbell cleaned that one up. Now 3rd and 5. It'd be nice to force a quick 3 and out here for Marquette to start the quarter. Good coverage there, and Durant just lost track of Dudek there. Mackenzie Durant was all over him. Maybe could have even had the interception. And Dudek 18 yards. And Navy's across midfield, a fresh set of downs. We had really good coverage on that play, but just couldn't hold up. Now Reynolds, he's hit hard there as he takes another loss, and that's Denzel Highsmith, his 3rd tackle for loss of the day. And I know, all these running plays, it does make it easier to generate tackles for loss. I think Armstrong has 3. Highsmith has 3. Reynolds keeps again. He's been keeping most of the time here, as that time picks up 12 and a first down. I think he's going to start getting going here in the second half. Another first down here for Navy, and Copeland will get it this time. He stiff arms Highsmith all the way up for 12 and a first down. Navy, their best drive so far of the game, and onto the 25 now. Navy a 1st and 10, Whiteside in motion. Reynolds keeps. And a good cutback there as he picks up 3, brought down by Barry Barber. And did I say 3? It brings up a 2nd and 3. He picked up 7. Reynolds keeps again. He has a man to pitch to. And he's brought down short of the first down. Good play there by Rondell Nichols on the stop. Now a 3rd and 1. These short yardage situations Navy excels in. The pitch back to Whiteside. He's brought down short by Rondell Nichols. And let's see if they go for the field goal. Nichols is having a very strong game here. And Navy is opting to go for it. Hopefully we can give them a taste of their own medicine after they stopped us earlier. 4th and 1 now. And a false start. And that's going to bring them back. Now they're probably going to have to kick the field goal. Maybe they were just bluffing all along. Maybe just trying to draw a man offside. But they're going for the tie now. Kick is up. And that one's good after the kicker missed one really bad before. So we're tied here, 3-3, 4:46 left in the 3rd quarter. 23 rushing plays to 3 passing plays for Navy, as you would probably expect. Juice Campbell will take this one out of his own end zone. And Juice Campbell showing some good explosiveness there in burst as he works up to the 28. And we'll see Dexter Dowling now in the backfield. Only 2 carries in the first half. Here he works outside, some good blocking, but he's tripped up, a 3-yard gain for Dowling. 2nd and 7 now. Marquette still with the 2 tight ends out there. Dowling gets a carry. Good blocking up the middle. And Dowling picks up 6, brings up a manageable 3rd and 1. Marquette 4 for 7 on 3rd down. And that's an area we've been very well with the past few weeks. 3rd and 1, they'll give to Theo Briggs. And a nice hole there for Theo Briggs. Not the most speed, but we'll take an 8-yard carry. Another fresh set of downs here for Marquette now from the 45 as we head towards the halfway point of this 3rd quarter. Haywood drops back. He'll give here for Jonathan Thomas. And Thomas, a 7-yard gain, works across midfield. Haywood 10 for 17, 138 yards, and that interception earlier. Now 2nd and 3. And he'll drop back again. Goes up for Jordan Pinson. And again, Pinson cannot hang on through contact. We had one earlier like that to Shane Lytle. But these Navy DBs are doing a very good job at playing the ball and knocking it free in those situations. Another 3rd down faced here by Marquette, and they bring Dowling back out for it. Gave us to Dowling a nice hole, and Dowling is just running very good. I think he gets better blocking than our other backs. Another first down here for Marquette, moving the ball methodically on this drive, and they'll give it back to Dowling. Some space there to the left, breaks a tackle, and Dowling another 7, chipping away here on this drive. Dowling's still out here for the 2nd and 3. That's a fake. And Haywood tried to dump it off there for Graham, but hit as he threw and couldn't get it to him. A 3rd and 3 now for Marquette, facing a 3rd down pretty much every set of downs here on this drive. Probably 2 play territory here, though. I don't think you want to punt from this spot, especially if it's a short yardage situation. Although Dexter Dowling, his first negative gain or negative carry of the day. And now 4th and 5. I don't know if we go for it here. And from the 39, I mean, if we punt it, we're not going to give them too much leeway. So we'll just kind of hang on here and hope that we can convert here. Obviously not in Mackey's field goal range, but we'll take the snap here on 4th down. Shane Lytle, a nice catch there. As the Navy defender was right in the vicinity, I thought he might knock that one down, but a clutch catch there from Lytle, and we stay alive on this drive. And now we'll see Dylan Koufax on for the first time in this game, in this wishbone set. He'll keep there, and nothing doing on that Koufax package. He loses 2. 2nd and 12 now for Marquette, as they set up from the 30 now. Thomas in motion, Haywood back to pass. And Pinson, another drop there as he was going towards the sideline. And that'll make it now 3rd and 12, another drop from Pinson. Haywood back out there empty, as Marquette looks to convert another 3rd down on this drive. I think it's already been 4 or so. Haywood over the middle, and I don't know how Darby came down with that. Again, it looked like the Navy defender was going to maybe pick that one off or bat it down, but luckily it ends up in the hands of Darby. A 4th and 3 here from the 22, and we're just going to kick another field goal here. Battle of the field goals so far. Mackey kick up, and that's right down the middle. As Marquette retakes the lead here, 17 seconds left in the 3rd, we'll get our first studio update. SEC battle here as Missouri leads number 7 Florida. Florida 6-1. DeMarcus Robinson on that team. I think that's Tyler Murphy at quarterback and Kelvin Taylor at running back. Mackey now on to kick it off. Not much action in this game. A defensive battle, which I did not expect. I thought we were going to have to post at least 20, 30 points to keep up with Navy in this one. And a good return there. Marcus Dixon missed it. Pellin misses the tackle. And then Blanchard finally brings him down as Lonnie Richardson, a 54-yard return. He works to the 43, setting up Navy with very good field position. Not what Marquette wanted after taking the lead off the field goal. Navy just a few yards away from field goal range. Reynolds keeps here. Runs into his own blocker and stopped again by Denzel Highsmith. And that will run us down to the 4th quarter. Marquette up 6-3. Only 9 points combined. No touchdowns so far, as both defenses have been very strong. Marquette's going to have to get a touchdown, though, I think, to win this one. Navy in a very good spot to get one of their own to start the 4th. Also, stay tuned after this episode. After this game, we have a bye week. I'm going to sim through the bye week, and then we'll get a recruiting update, as I'm hoping we can finally get a big haul of commits so far this season. A pitch there to Whiteside as he works ahead for 8. Another 3rd down here for Navy. We've only gotten 1 recruit committed so far, and I have not highlighted him. So at the very least, we'll highlight the recruit we got as we force a 4th down here. A good play there by Highsmith again. And Highsmith and Armstrong have just been phenomenal for us. And Navy, after missing a field goal earlier, will trot them out here for a 53-yard attempt. It is dead center, but based on that long one earlier that was missed, I don't know about this one. The kick is up, and that's long enough, but it's wide left. And Navy leaves 6 points on the board with 2 missed field goals in this game. So Marquette takes over with a 3-point lead, a chance to pull away on this drive. Graham in motion, and they'll give back to Dexter Dowling. A good block by Malcolm Graham picked up. Dowling's still going past the 40 as he's knocked out. A 27-yard rush by Dowling, and we needed some energy like that. Dowling just comes on strong, especially later in games. A big run there. Give him a rest, and now Theo Briggs out there. 6 minutes left in the 4th. Theo Briggs hit right off the exchange, but he does manage to stumble ahead for 4. And now we'll mix in Storm Norwood on this 2nd and 6 with 2 tight ends. Norwood a carry. We haven't seen him much, and he's stopped just after 2, a 3rd and 4 now for Marquette. And they will bring Dexter Dowling back out. Double D. He gets an outside carry, works ahead. Good running there, shiftiness. As another 7 picked up by Dowling. He's now at 63 yards. 5 minutes now left, and I think it might be time to give Dowling more playing time going forward. Definitely more touches, especially later in games. Another one here for Dowling, and he picks up 4 up the middle. Another productive carry. I think all running plays on this drive for Marquette, as they're now just outside the red zone. 2nd and 6, Theo Briggs and Jeff Harris in the backfield. Harris leads the charge there. And a good run by Briggs, as he's brought down by a face mask. A first down, half the distance. Marquette now takes over at the 6 following the face mask penalty. Haywood under center. It looks like they'll pass for the first time on this drive. As that's picked off by Barber. Oh my goodness, what are we doing? Trying to catch him off guard there. Dixon was open there, but these Navy DBs, just a tremendous athleticism in this game, closing on balls. And wow, we squander a tremendous opportunity there. And when I called that pass play, I kind of thought we would have shades of the Seahawks-Patriots Super Bowl, where, of course, Russell Wilson was picked off at the 1. A good stop there by Armstrong, but totally deflating here, as a touchdown would have all but ended it seemed like. Especially with Navy's, they don't really get big trunks. Tyler Black, a big hit there, and it brings up another 3rd down here. 2 interceptions in this game from Haywood. That one we probably shouldn't have thrown at all, but just trying to mix it up a little bit. 3rd and inches now from Navy. Swain in motion. Copeland to give. He'll pick up the first down, some more space, and finally tripped up by Nichols as Copeland stumbles ahead for 16. And this Marquette team, especially last year, we left so many points on the board with miscues like that, whether it was play calling, turnovers, what have you. We just have we've had a bunch of blunders in that vicinity. Thought we kind of straightened it out earlier in the season, but maybe not. And you got to remember, this team, Marquette's still just a 68 overall, still like the worst team in the nation. So I think a 3-3 start, as we get a nice hit there from Nichols, Highsmith there initially. 2nd and 12 now. And it looks like we are going to force an injury there. Is that Reynolds? I think that was Reynolds at quarterback. So Navy's going to have to turn to their backup here down the stretch, down 3 points with just 3 minutes left. And as I was saying, this team, we're still not, where we need to be, although we've had some bright spots, some good moments, as John Hendrick just 1 yard on his initial snap. We have had good results, but still you got to remember, we're still not a good team overall rating-wise, although we have had some good weeks. Now, Hendrick a drop back. And caught by Carson! He was down there in coverage. Armstrong was right on him. And Hendrick comes off the bench and delivers a huge pass play there. As a fresh set of downs here for Navy and some new life here now inside the red zone, looking to at least tie it up here. Hendrick will keep. He has some space. Finally brought down by Rice after 12 yards. Navy on the doorstep here of taking the lead with the game's first touchdown. A fresh set now at the 2-yard line. And Hendrick will keep. He's brought down there, doesn't get an inch. Rondell Nichols there. He's had a huge day. Let's see if we can get another stop here. And it looks like a false start again by Navy. And that'll set him back 5. 2nd and goal, and Reynolds will not return, as he's going to miss a week. Osborne now in motion as Hendrick will keep. Stumbles ahead, hit hard by Rice. And now 3 yards on that one. A 3rd and goal. And Navy needs 3 here. This would be a monumental Reds stop here at the goal line for Marquette if we could pull it off. Swain in motion. Hendrick a give there to Copeland, and he picks up the touchdown as Navy takes the late lead. 9-6 now. It's going to be a 4-point game pending the extra point, and Marquette is going to need a touchdown on the final drive if we want to come away with the win here. Totally squandered an opportunity earlier, and that one really stings. Just a lot of miscues in this game, as has been the case offensively in a lot of contests for us. And we definitely have to recover here. This will be a loss that would sting a lot if we're not able to recover here. So now 156 here from Marquette. We do have all our timeouts. We have to go 75 yards and get our first touchdown of the day. Haywood there for Lytle at the end zone, or on the sideline, excuse me. And he does keep a foot inbound there. 12 yards for number 12, now up to the 37. And they are going to review this one. I was worried about it. I'm not quite sure if he actually did get a foot in on this one. And I think he did have that left foot in while he made the catch. We'll see what they say here. And the play does stand, luckily. Lytle's 5th catch of the day, over 60 yards now. Haywood comes out empty. We have 5 receivers back out there. And a pass there for Darby, a nice out route. And another first down here for Golden Eagles, a good start to the drive. Now from the 50, Marquette already chipped away for 25 on this one. Dowling will get another carry. Redirects up the middle, some good blocking. And Dowling ahead for a first down, another 11, as he's now up to 78 yards. And Marquette stays out in this 2 tight end set with Dowling in the backfield. Graham in motion. And they'll give again here for Dexter Dowling. And Dowling works ahead, gets 3. As Marquette will take their first time out here. 1:28 left. Now at the 35-yard line. 2nd and 7 now. Haywood in the empty set. Again, 5 receivers out there for the Golden Eagles. Haywood rolls to his right. And a misfire there. He had Jonathan Thomas wide open. But misfire there. Haywood's accuracy a concern, although it has been fairly strong for the most part this season. 7 and 12 on 3rd down for Marquette as they enter probably the most important one so far in this game. Haywood back to pass here. And Jonathan Thomas, a good catch there, working back to the ball on the curl route. Another first down here for Marquette. Marquette doesn't really need to hurry still, although time is running out, just 70 seconds left. Haywood rolls to his right. He'll just elect to run here. He had a few options, but probably didn't want to force anything. Maybe a little reluctant after a pair of interceptions. 2nd and 5 now from the 22. And we do have number 22 in the backfield again. 2nd and 5. And they'll give back to Dowling. And Dowling's tripped up for a loss there. A big play by Navy. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Marquette takes their second timeout here of the half. Regrouping here on this 3rd and 7. Haywood takes the snap. Dumps it off there for Pinson. Pinson gets the first down. Forced out there. Fresh set here for Marquette as they enter the red zone. Now from the 15, Marquette staying alive here. Haywood back to pass. Jordan Pinson on the slant. And Pinson works his way ahead to the 2. Some good separation off the line there. Just his 2nd of the day. And Marquette now at the 3-yard line. A prime spot here to steal the lead late. Time continuing to tick down here. Haywood now over 200 passing yards. 1st and goal. As they have 2 tight ends and 2 backs out there in this 22 set. Theo Briggs a carry. And he works ahead just to the 1. Barely short here. And we're going to try it again. We have 3 more plays to get a touchdown from the inch line. Theo Briggs back out there. 5 touchdowns on the season, leading the team. We'll let the clock trickle down a little bit more. And with 10 seconds left, we'll give it back to Theo Briggs, who works into the end zone. And Marquette, their first touchdown of the day, comes with 9 seconds remaining as they take the lead here. Navy still does have 3 timeouts, but not much time to make something happen. The extra point is up and good. Marquette now up 13-10. 9 ticks left. And Lonnie Richardson will field it here from the 1, trying to get Navy some ground here. Good play there by Lenny Butler. 4 seconds go off the clock. Now just 5 remaining. Maybe time for 1, maybe 2 deep heaves here from Navy. Their backup quarterback Hendrick in after he helped lead a touchdown drive last time out. Hendrick now takes the snap. Lobs that up. And that was a perfect time to get an interception to the stats, but Marquette holds on here. I thought that interception at the goal line would come back to haunt us, but we stay strong. Our defense, just tremendous performance by them against the second best rushing attack in the nation. Daniel Armstrong, 2 sacks, 3 tackle for loss, 6 tackles, a tremendous performance from him. And we beat a very good 6-1, now 6-2 Navy team. And Marquette is over 500 for the first time in about a calendar year. Not the best performance from Haywood, but our defense really held strong here. and we look to rebound next week. I think Florida Atlantic might be our next game. But like I said, we do have a bye week, and we're going to get a little recruiting update after this game, so stay tuned for that. Marquette wins here at home, and we're now 4-3 with a bowl berth on our minds. And now we'll get a little recruiting update, so we'll just go down to commits, and we have gotten 5 now. We got 4 after simming into the bye week. We'll start here with Dusty Alexander. He's ranked 299 on the overall board throughout the nation, so he's the highest recruit we've brought into the program thus far. 68 overall, pretty decent athletic traits, 85 speed, 84 agility, 83 acceleration, decent running traits as well. I don't know if he's going to be someone who comes in and competes from day one, because we're still going to have all 4 backs next year unless someone transfers. So Alexander might be a redshirt option, but just based that he's a top 300 player, we probably wouldn't redshirt him. So we'll probably try and work him into the scheme a little bit next year. 6'1", 197 out of Mattoon, Illinois. 34th running back in the nation. We get Marquise Cole here, 6'1", 310-pound center out of Wisconsin, a 2-star. But after scouting, he actually went up 8 overall points. So originally he was a 55, but he went up a good bit. Probably someone we're going to redshirt. Good strength off the bat at 77. A better run blocker, but probably not someone who's going to compete until his sophomore, maybe even junior season. We got our first quarterback commit of the entire series. It was kind of easy for us as we competed a little bit with Army for the services of 3-star Greg Walker, the 39th ranked quarterback in the nation out of Carbondale, Illinois. 6'2", 206. We'll look at his traits here. And decent athlete. 73 speed, 72 agility, 75 acceleration, and a balanced passer, 78 for throw power and accuracy. Good breaking tackles, a good juke move, elusiveness, and decent carrier rating as well. So a balanced quarterback, although they do label him a scrambler. He's someone who's going to compete for the starting job next season. Jake Haywood and Dylan Koufax are going to graduate. We have Ruben Brown, a sophomore who we've seen a little bit, but Walker coming in at a 69 overall. He's someone who we'll probably see in some capacity, if not in a starting role, in his freshman year. Kenneth Pope is one of 2 receivers we're hoping to bring in. A 2-star, 231st on the national board out of Crystal, Minnesota. 6'3", 190. Good speed at 88, but just agility, very poor there. But we like his size at 6'3". Very good spec catch, very good catch in traffic, 79 and 77 respectively. And already a pretty good route runner, although his normal catching and release needs to improve. But a 60 overall, I think he's a little bit better than what the game gives him credit for. And he probably won't compete on the team, though, until his junior or senior season. Craig Jones, another 2-star, this time a guy out of Madison, Wisconsin, 134th on the national board. And he wasn't seeing any recruitment here. You see Eastern, Western, and Central Michigan below us, but none of them are really throwing recruiting points at him, so he was kind of easy for us. 85 speed, but the agility at 75 needs to get better. Good spin move and good juke move, and those are 2 reasons why we wanted to bring him in. I like the elusiveness as well, and someone who could probably be a crafty runner for us, although a little bit undersized at just 181 pounds, but he's going to be a depth back for us, and he's not going to be relied upon too heavily, especially with Dusty Alexander coming in the same class. Now we're up to Lawrence Jackson, another quarterback we're hoping to bring in. We're only going to have 1 quarterback on the roster as Haywood and Koufax are set to leave. I'm really hoping we get lucky in the transfer portal and we could bring in a good quarterback there, but I'm not counting on that. It's very unreliable, the transfer portal. So Lawrence Jackson, a little bit faster than Greg Walker, stronger arm, but not as accurate. So Jackson is also going to compete, assuming he commits. I mean, we have a huge lead over Syracuse, the 22nd ranked quarterback out of Auburn Hills, Michigan. And assuming he comes into the program, we'll have him, Greg Walker, and Ruben Brown all competing for the starting spot going into next season. Kevin Coleman is our top receiving recruit at 66 overall, 6 foot, 186 pounds out of Estherville, Iowa, 56 wide receiver on the board. We have a huge lead here. We're assuming he commits. And let's take a look at his stats. So 69 agility is very worrisome, although the acceleration at 88 and the speed at 85, very good. decent receiving traits all around. A very good spec catch already. Release is fairly developed at this point. And just below average catching traffic, route running, but not far from being a pretty solid all-around player, someone who can probably compete into his sophomore season. We need 3 linemen in this class, and we only have 1 left. I think we had a guy, Aaron Jones, a guard, who committed to NIU. I think we had another guy who committed to NIU, and now David Cotton here, NIU, leading his recruitment here in a battle of 4 teams. The 23rd ranked center, and it's not looking too promising. We already have had our visit, and he's still set to visit NIU, Iowa State, and Northwestern, and I believe all those teams lead us in recruiting, just not Northwestern. So he'll probably end up with the Wolfpack or maybe the Iowa State site or even Illinois. So it's not looking too good for David Cotton. So we had to go outside the box to bring in some more offensive line recruits. Here we added Chris Rucker, Justin Hill, Edward Underwood, and Jermaine Burton. So to stick to my recruiting rules, I'm only recruiting from teams that border us. That includes Indiana, Michigan, Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, of course, Minnesota. So our pickings are slim, already being, one of the worst programs in the nation. But at the same time, we can only limit our recruitment to about 5 states or so. So we had our initial board with all these guys at the top, but then as we started to lose offensive line recruits, we had to kind of bring in other guys. So all these players that we brought in at this point, we also have a D tackle here, they were under like 20% committed. So they were still very undecided. So kind of an opportune time for us to jump in mid-season as we are kind of gaining some steam and playing decent football. So we'll start here with Justin Hill, 6'7", 274. And I mean, you look at the teams ahead of us, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia. So all 5-star, 6-star programs. And we go to his scouting. He goes up 7 points to a 79 overall, a gem. And he's a day 1 starter, probably a future All-American. I don't know how realistic it is to jump into his recruitment, so let me know what you think in the comments. I am trying to stay true to my recruiting rules. I don't know if it'd be better off going for like Underwood here or Burton, but we do need 2 more offensive linemen in this class, and Justin Hill just turned out to be a stud prospect. I don't know. It's not really breaking any personal recruiting rules of mine that I have imposed here, but I feel kind of indifferent about bringing in a 79 overall this early in the process. So give me some feedback on that. Am I playing it cool, or am I kind of going a little unrealistic with it? We had to bring in a defensive tackle, and Jeff Hamilton was a guy who was undecided vastly, probably at like 15-20%, like I said, committed. So we jumped on his recruitment. We had no D tackles interested in our initial phase of this recruitment, so he's someone we added late. But otherwise, we don't have any defensive recruits yet. Here's Antonio Carr. We have a good lead against Purdue for him, but still a 3-legged race with Marquette, Purdue, and Illinois as we battle 2 Big Ten programs. And he is still set to visit with each of them, so we kind of face an uphill battle battling against these 2 good teams. James Johnson, our only linebacker. We only need 1 this cycle, and we have a pretty good lead on him. But at 204 pounds, he's someone who would need to add at least 15-20 pounds before he hits the field. Robert Williamson is our top rated recruit in this cycle who we're going against. A 4-team race here as we trail Minnesota, and then the MAC programs of Miami, Ohio, Ball State also in the mix. A very good athlete already, very good coverage ratings, and he's someone who would come in from day 1 and have a role on the defense. Aaron Clark should commit any week now. We have over 4,000 point lead over Navy. And a good athlete, good coverage traits as well. Pretty similar to Robert Williamson, but probably just not as good of an athlete. We got locked out here from William Culver, someone we were thinking about moving to strong safety if he committed, but we're out on him. Mark Henry, we have a good lead on, an athlete who we would move to probably safety if he commits. A very good ball carrier, though, with 92 juke move, 87 spin, and 81 elusiveness. So someone we could probably use as a returner in addition to his safety duties. Mike Carroll, a corner, 61 overall, the 116th ranked corner in the nation. Good size and someone who we probably would redshirt, but we need to bring in like 4 DBs in this class. I don't know if we're going to get Williamson. Clark seems like a done deal. Henry, hopefully, so that's 2. And then we'll need 2 more after that. So we have Carroll and Larry Campbell here as some insurance. Fred Castillo, a kicker who we haven't poured any points into after scouting just 65 kick power. So we have one more year of Dylan Mackey, but I think we're going to hold off and try and get a better kicker next season. So that's going to do it here for the recruiting update. Just a little quick look there. Now to close this episode, I'll just scroll down the overall recruiting board. Marquise King, the top recruit, wide receiver, and Western Kentucky, second on him. Wouldn't that be something if they can jump Georgia here and land the top recruit in the nation? But this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Thank you so much for watching. As always, your support, your viewership, it all means so much. I really appreciate it. I'm having a ton of fun here with this Marquette Dynasty. We're now 4-3, and that's how we started last season. So hopefully we can stay strong here and win at least two more games in the last 5 and clinch a bowl berth this season. So thank you so much, everybody, and as always, it's been real, and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.